How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Rads, my match review of Leeds United 2, Nottingham Forest 1, a killer blow in the relegation battle for Forest, and there's plenty I can be talking about in this video. I'm going to do that in just a moment, but before I do, a mate of mine is a Leeds fan. He went to the game and he very kindly, off his own back, decided to do a couple of clips for me from the game. So there's only two of them. I'll put them in just now and then I'll talk about the game. But you can skip to this timestamp if you want to actually hear about what happened in the match.
Hey at Rads, we're at the home of football, Ellen Road, proper stadium. None of this next to a river lark, proper stadium. Hi guys, this is Ben, Forest fan. He's going to give his predictions for the games. Go on, mate.
I think we'll nick 1-0 to be fair.
1-0, who's going to get it for you?
Gibbs White.
Gibbs White. Alright buddy, cheers.
Thank you to Dave for doing those clips for me. I'm sure he had a very, very good evening. I certainly didn't. Nottingham Forest, as ever, dreadful on the road. Started well, something we've not been used to this season in even home games at times, actually. Starting well. It was a really good goal. Good work from Danilo, found Dennis, played it into Mangala, and it was a really good goal. Fantastic. But even when that goal went in, I was thinking, are we actually going to hold on to this? And I probably knew we weren't going to do that because 8 minutes later, a great goal from Jack Harrison. I say great, it was incredibly easy. It was a deflected shot, basically, off Navas. He didn't save the ball in time and it just rebounded straight off him. That was the word, rebound. And then, of course, before we know it, it's 2-1. Another good goal from Sinisterra this time, and again coming down that right hand side. And what I'm learning straight away there, not learning, what I can clearly see yet again this season is we score, we sit back. That's not how you win games of football. It just doesn't work so often. You know, a few times this season it's happened. No wonder when we have won games this season, all by one, it's been by one goal, 1-0. You know, and it's a win. It's a win. But you can't do that all the time. Especially in our situation, we've conceded 52 goals this season. You seriously think we can win games by just sitting back every single time? We've got the ability to score goals. We're not using it. You know, we concede a ridiculous amount of goals. We're so fragile on the road. We get hit mentally by one small mistake or one goal conceded. We are so weak as a team. It's unbelievable. And it's so predictable. And the thing that really made me think in the second half, we need a miracle to stay in this Premier League for next season, is the subs and the way we went about it. Absolutely no urgency to try and score. You know, we're 2-1 down. We've not scored 3 goals all season in the league. Let's try and do that. But no. Let's have a look at what happened, shall we? Not that you need reminding or want to be reminded. Half time comes. Just after that, Shelby and Tyro come on. Tyro should have really started. By the way, I was pretty happy with the lineup. I felt Loddy should have started. He didn't even come on, which is baffling. Shelby apparently actually had quite a good impact. At the time, I wasn't really sure about it at all. Especially a like for Mangala. I think Mangala, well, he scored, so I think he could have done too badly. I did watch quite a lot of the game. Check, Cuarte, don't get that one. It was Fuller struggling. I wasn't watching him closely enough quite clearly to not know, but I don't understand that when he was the captain. Why did he go off for a defensive midfielder when we're chasing a game? Andre Ayew doesn't inspire me in the slightest, okay? I'm being honest. I'm not negative on purpose. I am as fair and as balanced as possible, okay? I don't just rage. I very, very rarely rage when Forest are poor. I've watched Chris Hughton ball, so you know I don't do it very often at all. But Andre Ayew doesn't inspire me at all. And Sam Surridge, what has he done wrong? You know, he's not the best player, but he's better than Andre Ayew. Just give him a couple more opportunities, for goodness sake. What's he done wrong? Scarpa actually got an outing, which is good to see. But the subs, look at the momentum bar. It's all Leeds, if you couldn't tell. They're green, okay? They're green. We had a good spell here when we scored. it's not good enough. It's not good enough. You know, being polite. Like I say, I was pretty happy with the team. Only, I haven't got anything against Harry Toffolo, but I would have probably put Renan in the starting 11. Yeah, I mean, I have to mention Nick Carty and Felipe, actually. Those two kept us in the game. You know, it could have been way more than two. You know, Leeds had so many more chances than us. Keylor Navas, you know, it's still insane to see him in net for us, but honestly, look at it. We've won once since he's been in net in 9 games, and that was against Leeds previously. We've now played Leeds again, and we still haven't won. Nico, for me, is a big weak link, but the rest of the team has quality, and that's the frustrating thing. I don't feel much of a connection to quite a lot of these players, which I think is something that a lot of Forest fans can relate to, but there's quality there. All these players have quality. Even Nico has quality, but he's a weak link. I have to talk about it though, don't I? Steve Cooper. What the bloody hell happens to him? Let me in the comments below what you think, because I don't know. I've had to do, I'm lying. He's probably going to get sacked. And, okay, here's the way I view it. Part of me thinks that is absolutely criminal, morally wrong, disrespectful, just all those words, okay, and that kind of English thesaurus of words. It's unacceptable to sack Steve Cooper in that regard. However, he quite clearly, not often, not all the time, but quite clearly he can make some very strange decisions, which leads me to believe that he is out of his depth. He is out of his depth at this level. Not all the time. He's made some great decisions this season, but he's also made some very, very baffling ones. So, Steve Cooper is an absolute hero. He's a modern day legend. Okay, what he's done for this club is indescribable. He's the reason we're here. He is the reason we're here. Before him, we were an absolute laughingstock. 23 years in the making. Joke of a club at times. We still are in some departments, but we're in the Premier League now. And it's down to him. It's down to only him. Marinakis is invested in the club, but Cooper's the reason we're in the Premier League. He's the one that started that unbelievable resurgence. But so many things have gone against him. All the players coming in, too many, regardless of the fact we lost all the players from last year. We still signed too many players. There was no point in signing some of them, in my opinion. Injuries have been ridiculous. Learning the hardest league in the world on the job. He's got a lot going against him. But as a manager, I just can't help but feel maybe the Premier League came a bit too soon for him. The way I see Steve Cooper, and the main reason, honestly, not only the fact that it would cause a gigantic divide, and just for pure respect purposes, the main reason why I think we should keep Cooper long term is because we're quite clearly very likely to get relegated the way we're playing. And Steve Cooper, in modern history, is one of the best managers in the Championship, without a shadow of a doubt. 2 playoff campaigns for Swansea, lost them, but that's still an incredible record, and then got vice promoted the same way, and he had to do it from bottom of the league after 8 games. That's absolutely, you can't argue with that. So if we're in the Championship next season, which I think is a very good chance of that, Steve Cooper, there's no one better. There is no one better to get us back up. I don't think anyone can deny that. Point is I'd keep him. I would keep him, but he's on thin ice. He's on very thin ice. And even though I've just criticised him tactically there, when I see that statement, I probably will shed a tear because of what he's done for this club. He's allowed a young Forest fan to experience things that he never thought he'd experience, and experience Premier League football after years of dross, you know. So I hope this isn't the last video I'm doing talking about Forest with Steve Cooper in charge, but I have my doubts. Hope you've enjoyed this. Please, if you have, hit the like button. Subscribe to Rads if you're new. It's going to get very, very, very tough now. It already is tough. But let's just make the most of it. This is the Premier League. Let's enjoy it while we can. Thanks for watching, everyone.